I'm a guy, man. Let me be the first to say I don't have no problem with homosexual at all. We can hang out, kick it, whatever. You feel me? So come at me with it. But when you looking at my girl with hunger in your eyes, like, I know how a heterosexual male is. You turn around, you looking at her butt. Gay dudes ain't tripping off a girl butt. You feel me? What you looking at her butt for? You feel me? All the time. Every time you over, you looking at her butt.
Like,
hold on, every single time you come over,
it's like
you looking
this
at her
type
butt.
of stuff, you know
want to linger on her hand and stuff. Like, oh, Jordan, you
I
smell
can't
good.
Look at her.
Like, bro,
I can't look at anybody's butt.
Go get another girl, bro. Like, go get another girlfriend. Like, what's wrong? Why you around mine so much? Like, why you always coming to our house?
I'm around your girl because your girl comes around me talking about you.
Oh my God. I mean, I said y'all friends
all the time.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got a pretty good one, man. We got this fake ass Jerry Springer show. I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess, you know, some people can say, man, you know, it might be real. Some people can say it might be fake because guess what? Jerry Springer, some of that was fabricated. Now, when you look at her crying, and look mad real. I ain't even gonna lie to you, look mad real. So that's why I said, man, you know, I might as well even give it a chance. But it also reinforces my point, right? That women really don't need to have, a lot of you women really don't need to have male friends. Women in general don't need to have male friends. Now, granted, does it happen? Yeah, you know, in certain cases, cool, whatever, right? But for women, men who yarn a male friendship, come on, man, right? Come on, man. Now, a lot of people try to push the narrative that, hey, well, she best friends with a gay guy, more than likely, bro, they ain't doing nothing. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, yada, yada. And they just always pass it off as, well, because he wants to be them, he ain't gonna do nothing, right? And in 2024, man, you just can't, you can't take any chances, man. You can't take any chances because at this point, you don't know who is what. You don't know what anybody, like, it's all over the place, right? It's all over the place. I ain't even trying to go down that route. It's all over the place, man, and it's hard to really determine, or it's hard to figure anybody out nowadays. But the guy pretty much is upset, right? Now, of course, he looked like a pookie, so, I mean, the relationship was probably bound to fail anyway. So, but you got a guy, right? You got a guy who's sitting over here who's upset because his girlfriend's best friend, who is right? I guess he's upset because he's been looking at her. Now, supposedly, the same gay dude and got her pregnant. Now, that's some crazy ish, right? That's some crazy ish. But look, man, we about to go ahead and jump into this, man. But before we even get into that, man, I am doing a bunch of live videos, man. I should be putting out another one later on tonight. It's going to be an off-camera one. I just did one earlier, pretty much about the sister from Omale that went to the Omale concert. You know, y'all go check that out. Like I said, man, we're gonna be doing a whole lot more lives. I'm definitely gonna dedicate myself to doing it every week. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You know, like I said, hopefully more of y'all guys come up here and join. Hopefully y'all are more engaging. You know, like I said, I would love to see y'all there. But like I said, man, you know, it's kind of fun because now this is something different, right? This is something different. Like I said, we're upgrading on this channel, man. Gonna have a whole new setup here soon in the upcoming months. So like I said, man, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. But before we get into that, man, do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.
Be the first to say I don't have no problem with homosexual at all. We can hang out, kick it, whatever. You feel me? So come at me with it. But when you looking at my girl with hunger in your eyes, like, I know how a heterosexual male is. You turn around, you looking at her butt. Gay dudes ain't tripping off a girl butt. You feel me? What you looking at her butt for? You feel me? All the time. Every time you over, you looking at her butt.
Like,
hold on, every single time you come over,
it's like
you looking
this
at her
type
butt.
Of stuff, you know,
want to linger on her hand and stuff. Like, oh, Jordan, you smell good.
I can't look at anybody's butt.
Go get another girl, bro. Like, go get another girlfriend. Like, what's wrong? Why you around mine so much? Like, why you always coming to our house?
I'm around your girl because your girl comes around me talking about you.
Oh my God. I mean, I said y'all friends
all the time.
I ain't gonna lie, he does them. He low-key does them with that one, saying, man, the reason I'm always around your girl is because your girl is always around me talking about you all the time. Now, like I said, that's why I said the relationship was bound to end any freaking way, right? It's just, like I said, you really ain't never gonna make it work with a pookie, I'm to be honest with you. But like I said, man, see that, but then once again, that's part of the reason, right? A woman is always gonna have a go-to. Right, a woman's always gonna have a go-to. A man don't ever really have a go-to unless he got a side piece. But you always hear a woman always has somebody to go vent to, right? And that's where some of your guys come in, right? And it's what he's doing is no different than what your man in the friend zone is doing that's heterosexual, right? He's literally just being the heterosexual male that's just waiting. That's just waiting. But, you know, he is swinging that way. But once again, it's just funny that you sitting here, like I said, you see him saying, man, you constantly staring at my girl. You constantly looking her up and down, licking your lips and all that shit. What are you doing? So now you got this lady over here, man, about to sit over here and say some off the wall ish. She's about to say some off the wall ish. But once again, when you, as a man, you don't have, once again, you got to create some boundaries. Listen, man, you don't need to be having no male friends, none of that. Cut all that out. Cut all that out. A lot of you women are going to bark back on that. Same thing with my girlfriend. When she wanted that gay best friend or whatnot, right? And I'm sitting here telling her, I'm like, man, look, first of all, you don't need to be doing none of that stuff, right? You don't need to be doing any of that. You know, so some of these guys are just, once again, they come with a lot of issues. Let's just put it that way. They come with a lot of issues. Not trying to be dealing with that. Oh no, we're going to be best friends. Okay, cool, right? So supposedly the manager that she had, he was that, right? He was that, and yeah, they had the pictures and everything to show that. Now, he ain't tried none of the females that he was hanging around, but the thing was, he had issues. Right, he had issues, so they were best friends. They all kicking it. She got her other friends kicking it with him all the time. So okay, makes sense, you know. Yeah, KB, man, me and him going back and forth, and all the other girls going back and forth with him because because they're upset that they're giving us more hours, so he has to cut down our hours because it's like, once again, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Number one, you're trying to mix friendship and business. That you're trying to make friends and business. This is not really going to work. It's really not going to work. But number two, I told you that it wasn't going to work, right? You try to force something. You try to force something just because, hey, I want a best friend. I want a gay best friend. Number one, you have to allow it to come naturally. But number two, bro, you're an adult. Who cares about that stuff? If anything, after you hit, this is just my advice to guys who are my age, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, right? And younger, 18 all the way up to 30. Because these men my age, a lot of men my age that are black men, we don't like to settle down. We don't like to have relationships and all that. Find a woman and get in a relationship. That's my biggest thing. Find a woman and get in a relationship, right? Same thing with a woman. Find a man and get into a relationship. You don't need to be worrying about going out with all of these other guys. Now, it's okay to have friends. Yes, it's okay to have friends. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is prioritize your relationship. And that is just constantly being around your woman or constantly being around your man and help build that. Now, you want to go see your friends from time to time? Cool. Who cares? Go do that. Right? But once again, when you're trying to go out your way to go look for friends and you're trying to force friendships, it's never going to work. Right? It's never going to work. So that friendship that my girlfriend and her friends built with that guy, donezo. They all stopped talking to the man within the last month of them being within the company. So it's like, once again, you don't need that, right? And once again, you had a male best friend, you don't need that, right? You don't need it because, like I said, those kind of people come with issues and a bunch of trauma and baggage that you don't need to be dealing with. And sure enough, guess what? Dealing with all of that. So I just simply told her, I said, this is what happens when you sit over here, you don't need to be having male friends. Now, when you're talking about just your straight heterosexual male friends, you already know what they're going to be looking at. Just like how you said, but I see the hunger in your eyes, bro. Like, I know what you're doing. A lot of those guys that sit there, just hear a girl vent, and then they're going to crack that egg and be like, I'm about to go ahead and jump in it, man. It's time to go ahead and jump in it. Right? The girl, like, over here, yeah, man, Tyrone, he over here making me sad. He keep cheating on me. You know what I'm saying? I done found a condom hanging out, man, his drawers. I done found a condom hanging outside the bathroom. I done found a condom everywhere. You know what I mean? I think it had too many wet stains on my pillow. When I'm not even home, I'm coming home and it's just food I already ate. Once again, right? Going through all of that. Right, once again, you going through all of that. She's telling this man all of this crap. Just for her, they probably didn't turn around and say, man, ain't only if you weren't gay, man, I'll probably mess with you. And then boom, you're like, I ain't gay today. I ain't gay today. Next thing you know, smash it. Right? Same thing with heterosexual males. That's in the friend zone. They just waiting for the opportunity. Right now, I'm not saying all your gay men are doing that, but your heterosexual males, that's a fact. They're waiting for that opportunity. They're waiting for that opportunity. There's no such thing as platonic friendships between a man and a woman. There's just not. There's just not. Especially, man, when you're an attractive woman, please. You give that man an opportunity, he will take it. And a lot of you women don't want to hear that. When you look at Fresh and Fit, they say the same thing. Women don't want to hear that. No, that's not true. No, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then once again, you'll see it every time. So this right here is pretty much her response. And this is why I say this is like, it's literally Jerry Springer all over again. But this is her response, right? This is her response. And that's why I said it just seems kind of genuine. When it looks mad real when you see her crying, because she's like, dang, I really messed up. But once again, number one, when you don't create boundaries, and number two, when you allow your woman to have male friends, this is what's going to happen. Not all the time, but this is what's going to happen. That's why, man, once again, you don't need to be caring about having no friends on the outside. Like I said, you're going to have your son, and those some should be the ones that you've always been friends with. You're going to have your son, but outside of that, you need to prioritize a relationship with your significant other, man or woman.
I had sex right around the time that me and G Money got together. And that kind of happened around the wedding that I told you I went to by myself. We decided to take that to the grave. And there's another thing that even Kai does not know. I was pregnant and I'm not sure who the father was. It could be G Money or it could be Kai. I'm not sure. I just got an abortion and just kept pushing. And I'm so sorry.
I'm not pregnant
She
right
said she
now.
got an abortion.
Wait, what?
Wow.
She said she got an abortion because she didn't know which one of y'all it was.
Wow.
And that's why I said, man, you just got to take some of that stuff with a grain of salt. That's why I say you got to take some of that stuff with a grain of salt, man, because at this point, man, we don't know, man, what is real and what's fake. But like I said, man, the fact that, like I said, it just goes back to my point where you just, as women, right? This is the whole point of the video. We don't need, you're not going to be able to make a platonic friendship work with a man. You will never have a platonic friendship with a man. You just can't. Why? Because once again, a man will always be attracted to a woman. We are attracted to women. So how could we just look at a woman, especially a woman that we are attracted to, and sit over here and say, well, I guess we could just be friends? Like, nah. Anytime, man, I had a woman, man, that I was friends with, if they gave me that opportunity, I would have taken all of it. I would have taken all of it. I wouldn't have taken all of it. There's been plenty of times, man, women that used to ask me this, like, man, what happened if we had sex? Like, will we even still be friends? Probably not. Wouldn't know, but I would take that chance. I would take that chance. And there's been plenty of females, man, where we're friends, and I try to make a move on them. They was like, KB, what you doing? Like, we're best friends. Oh yeah, man, I forgot. Like, I don't care, man. Like I said, I don't care for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for that. It's either you gonna be my partner or you're gonna be a little plaything. Point blank, period. But ain't no friendship and nothing unless if you flat-chested, flat-butted, and got a pancake face and look ugly. You can be my best friend. Right? But once again, if I'm sexually attracted to you, there's no way in hell I'm not going to be thinking about wanting to try you at some point in time. I'm gonna be plotting. I've done it with every single female friend that I was with that I was attracted to. I have plotted. And then every female friend that I was attracted to, every female friend that I had, I was attracted to. Right? I was attracted to. So, like I said, man, it just, like I said, it just goes back to my point that, once again, women, y'all don't need to be prioritizing friendships, right, with men. You don't. Like, you really don't. You really don't. Because once again, it's only ever going to backfire in the relationship, right? You're constantly going over here talking to these men. Like, you got this man in a friend zone who's not offering you anything. He's just a friend. And you're sitting over here telling this man your business that you have with this other guy. And that's what I'm saying. Once again, these women and some of these guys try to play gullible. Bro, man, we're just friends. They're saying that until something happens. And my only question is, what do y'all do once it happens? Right after that, the women, oh my gosh, it was a mistake. I didn't mean to. It was a mistake. So your pants just happened to fall down and this shit just happened to slip inside you. That was an accident. It was an accident that hit me, and meat just happened to find its way in your mouth. Probably 10 inches, probably 20 inches, probably 30 inches. It was on accident that you sat over here and said, hey, well, you know what? It was an accident that you was telling this man all of our issues. It was an accident that y'all would just drink. Once again, that's just something that you just want to avoid, because once again, when it happens and you don't have no boundaries, what are you going to say then? You can't cover that stuff up. So like I said, man, look, you know, platonic friendships is just never going to work. If you ask me, right? I don't believe in that crap. So y'all let me know, man. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. And y'all women and guys, y'all let me know, man, do y'all believe in platonic friendships? Right? Once again, a lot of you women say, hey, well, you know, I got my friend, he's my best friend, and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, once again, if you give him that opportunity, he will take it. Y'all do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.